Good morning, Cardano soldiers. It's your boy Boomin coming at you with yet another video, guys. Go ahead and do all the things that the algorithm likes. Let's get right into the show. So today we are talking about let's get that out of there. We're talking about Cardano. Yes, we are. Taking a look at the price, up a little bit, 83 cents. Shifting a change here. Hopefully we can start to see these prices go up. Cardano to $5 is written into the code. Hopefully that does occur. But yeah, not too much to talk about here on the price. Let's go ahead and move on. So just a quick recap of the weekly development report. Simple API for LMDV release. Datalist 7.2.0 release. Jeez, I remember when Datalist 0.10 came out. That was some interesting times before light wallets, I tell you what. Plutus performance and feature improvements, Leo CIP proposal submission, applications open for Intersect governing board elections, Fund 14, community review stage nearing conclusion. We're already on Fund 14. Wow. Where does time go? Preparations for the Progress for Cardano Day event in Wyoming. That's interesting. I'd love to go to that. 2009 projects building, 1.34 million delegated wallets, 1.90 million native tokens. Let's see, this won't clear out the way, but that looks like 220,944 token policies, 142,000 Plutus scripts, 1,465 D-reps, pretty good, and 320 GitHub commits. Cardano continues to grow. Got some midnight news, guys. Pretty awesome. Webisoft is partnering with Midnight Foundation to build industrial-grade dark pool trading platform. This project will use Midnight's privacy-enhancing technology to create a secure, fully anonymous, decentralized exchange. The partnership addresses foundational challenge for institutional finance in decentralized ecosystems, where the need for confidentiality conflicts with the inherent transparency of the blockchains, and will include a full suite of DeFi components for developers. So that's pretty awesome. Now, we can build on Midnight for privacy, and it has a full DeFi suite. I cannot wait for the mainnet of Midnight to come out. Make sure you claim your tokens. And let's go ahead and move on. And then finally, we have Charles here. He's going to be talking about Leos in 2026, but alternative clients may lack resources to keep pace. D-reps could face trade-offs and decisions with funding, timing, and rollout. Let's take a look at what Charles has to say about Leos.
We continue to host node diversity workshops, and we have great working relationship with all of the Pragma members at this point, and we continue to build with them. And we think they are good actors acting in good faith. But I felt it's important to contextualize how we got here and make sure that my statements do not get misrepresented, because they continually get misrepresented, maybe on purpose, maybe not, but it is really, really important that they don't. It is not easy being at the epicenter of an ecosystem. There's a lot going on. There's millions of people. There's a lot of back and forth and these things, and we're just trying to get it done. We have the SIP for Leos. We now have to go get those Pragma members to contribute to that SIP. I want their names on it because they're going to have to build it along with us. If you want to build another node, that's great. You're not along for 20% of the ride. You're along for the entire ride, whether it rains or snows or it's sunny weather. Whether you have the top down or it's freezing cold and your heater broke, you're along for the ride. So they have to be part of that SIP. It's very important. They are acting in good faith. They're working with us. And I think that that will be the outcome of the process. Then they got to not only write the SIP with us, since we published the first draft, they then have to build it. I do not believe the alternative nodes are resourced enough to be able to build Leos in 2026. That's my opinion, running a software company for more than 10 years and having made a lot of mistakes about missed deadlines and under-resourced endeavors. That's my opinion, given the complexity of Laos, even after the simplifications. I could be wrong, but if I am right, what that means is that they will not be able to launch their alternative nodes in 2026 if we are able to get Laos fully coded and integrated into the Haskell node, unless the network wants to wait for them, meaning that we will not get Laos in 2026. The remedy would be additional funding for them if their intention is to commercially launch these nodes and get them into production, or to delay Laos. These are your remedies. So when you come to me and you say Charles is delaying Laos and Charles is not shipping Laos, or IO is not shipping Laos, let me be very clear. We are currently resourcing a 24/7 follow the sun development model, which means we will have developers on multiple continents in staggered shifts. So they work during the day, the night, and the weekends to write Haskell code for the Haskell node for Laos. This is the single most urgent program we have. You will see this reflected in the GitHub commits and the timestamps associated with them and the velocity of the coding. Any person in the engineering division who said we don't want to do it or we don't think it's possible has either been reassigned or terminated. And new people are being brought in whose sole purpose is to do this, because it's absolutely competitively necessary that we get Laos in. It's been delayed too long. We need it in the protocol. And you've seen it with certain firms being terminated and new firms being brought in that are more agile. It was not easy. It's not an easy decision. Some of these people were friends of mine. But this is business, and this is an ecosystem. I can only control that. I cannot control alternative nodes. And when we admit them for the sake of diversity, something has to give. If they're under-resourced and they do not have the appropriate people, we cannot reasonably believe that they will be able to deploy quickly complex features if we're being intellectually honest. So the remedy is either to have them sit out, meaning that while they continue working, you don't install and adopt those nodes, increase their resources, or for all of us to delay, which then begs the question, why are we doing 24/7 development if at the end of the day we finish and it sits on a shelf for a year? And what do we tell the ecosystem as a whole? Just don't build on Cardano during 2026? An update's not coming? If we had a technical steering committee where all the relevant people are in one place, we could have a philosophical, economic, and strategic conversation. By having them separated and not being in the same place, we can't. And we can only occasionally have coordinating decisions.
All right, guys. So Leos in 2026 will be a major upgrade to the Cardano ecosystem. There's some techno babble here that you guys can look at. And yeah, we'll see. All right, guys, I love y'all. Keep chopping wood. I'll talk to you guys soon with the Vechain and Cardano updates. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you never miss a booming update. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.